most famous physical therapist on the internet.
All right, let's get it started. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
According to my neighbor, we are famous. He just was talking to his sister-in-law this weekend. She knew who we were. Today, we're going to talk about the 10 things I see happy people do that unhappy people do not. And we'll discuss it in detail, Brad. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, you always go to bobandbrad.com every week because we're giving something different away every week.
Different.
Yep, this week we're giving away the grip strengthener or forearm strengthener. Brad's demonstrating right now. I have one here right now. I don't need to demonstrate.
No, Bob.
So, wonderful device if you want to strengthen your forearms and grip. Go to Bob and Brad, go to the giveaway section, or I'll find it on Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
Excellent job, Bob.
All right, today we're going to talk about, let's get it started. Number one, what do happy people do that unhappy people do not?
Smile.
I would throw that on there. One, they focus on what they have and not what they don't have. Mm-hmm. Unhappy people, in my experience, are unthankful people. They don't have much gratitude. And no matter how bad things are going for you, and this are tough times for everybody. Sure. There's still blessings in your life.
Exactly.
And
Bob,
you should make sure you count them. At least I try to do it every morning, and before my meals, I do the prayer and
Well, you know what we did? We were visiting some friends up in Lutz in northern Minnesota,
Yeah.
So I went to Minnesota and before a meal, everyone said something they were thankful for.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
It was such a pleasant people to visit. They're up there in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just kidding. It's a nice place, but it was nice to
a nice tradition. My wife used to, when she'd go pick the kids up at school and the neighbor kids, she'd ask each kid what went well today and what didn't go well today.
Yeah.
And she goes, you can learn so much from people by how that. So don't focus on the difficult things in life. Focus on what you have and not what you don't have.
Right.
All right, number two. I think this is a great one. You don't want to focus on becoming rich or famous. That's probably not a good thing for me to be talking about. But you really want to focus about adding value to this world.
Sure.
I've seen a lot of quotes on that. And I always like that approach.
Right.
Like what am I doing to make the world a better place?
And this probably hits people a little more as you age and maybe get into your 40s, 50s, and certainly on.
I agree.
What is your legacy, or what are you going to contribute
to this world?
And oftentimes to your family comes first.
Yeah.
But then, community, or, are you going to make a difference in someone else's life so that they can enjoy life more?
Right. I want to bring up just one example. For a while, we were considering, we're adding programs, which, by the way, you can go to our website, bobandbrad.com. Well, there's one program right there right now.
Right.
On sciatica. It's a 40 video program. It's completely free. We had talked originally about charging for these.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't like it. I thought we're going to reach a lot more people. There's people that would have bought it without a doubt.
Oh, right.
There's people that would have bought it. We thought we want to help as many people as we could.
Yep.
So I didn't even want to ask for an email now. Now it's just completely free.
Right. It is a really nice program.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of them.
Right.
We're going to be adding a lot of them. So number three, this one I follow. Yeah. Avoid negative people. Mm-hmm. I tell you, I got some in-law, but you didn't hear that, did you?
Keep the family out of it.
No, right. But I mean, seriously, you want to avoid these people like COVID-19. I mean, you just want, because they're going to bring you down. You want to seek out positive people. Right. I always think, Brad, you're such a positive person.
Not always, but I try to be, Bob.
Well, around me you are. So that's all I care about. So Alex and Liz, our camera woman and her husband, you guys are just really upbeat people. Despite all the challenges in life, they seem to roll with them.
They just keep on going. I've got a friend, no matter what happens, he gets injured. He's a runner. He gets injured.
Sure.
And it's like most people would just say, I'm done.
Right.
But he doesn't even, he just says, well, he goes on to his treatment or a different activity, and he just knows it's going to get better.
Sure.
You know, he
And
does.
it's funny when you have that positive outlook. It seems like it does carry through, and it seems like karma almost comes into
Yeah,
play and
yeah.
gives you better outcomes.
Sure.
I don't know.
It does.
Anyway, number 4, realize anything worthwhile involves dedication, focus, and hard work and time. I used to, when I first started in business, I'd always see these other opportunities, and I'd like, wow, that looks really easy, and I'd like to jump into that, you know.
Sure.
And then later on in life, I found out, no, every one of those things, it looks easy, but it's really difficult.
Right.
I think we see it a lot, Brad, with YouTube. A
Sure.
lot of people think that YouTube looks really easy.
Right.
Like, you know, we just get on, we can talk, we have fun. But how long did we go before we even had like 1,000 subscribers? And we went years.
Yeah,
I mean,
those. But luckily, we were ignorant, didn't know that.
yeah,
was
we didn't
bad.
know that was bad.
It was growing, you know, a few days. So
Yeah.
we knew we were going the right direction.
Well, remember the first time we got 100 views on a video?
Yeah.
I just remember it so clearly. Like we thought, wow, 100 people watched this video. I mean, that was over like a period of a month. Yeah, 100 people watched it.
Yeah.
And so you got to stick with stuff. It takes a while, and nothing worthwhile accomplishing is easy. I mean, just get that into your head. Don't think that there's a shiny new car over there you can get for
Right.
little money.
Right.
So,
But you know, and that's okay. That's good actually.
Right.
We want to have some
that's right.
dignity and pride in what we do.
Number 5, positive, happy people always make time for family and friends.
Ah,
You know, that's,
mhm.
you know, it's the whole deathbed thing when you're on your deathbed, or you wish you would have worked more, you know.
Right.
Uh,
Did you wish you would have had a shinier car, or would you say I wished I could have spent more time with my
Right.
children?
Right.
Mhm.
And Brad and I have worked with the elderly a lot.
Mhm.
And you see, you know, we work in nursing homes quite often, and you see these people. I mean, the biggest gift that you could give them is to visit a family member, visit them.
Right.
You know, I
Mhm.
see people with dementia who, you know, are completely out of it, but a family member comes by and they just light up.
Right.
And then so don't spend all your time working. You know,
Ah.
get out there with the family. Number 6, they don't feel or act entitled. You know, really, you should be, you know, grow up with that idea that no one owes you anything.
Right.
You know, you have to assume you're not going to get help. You're not going to get an inheritance. You're not going to get an investment. I hate to say this, Brad, but when I first started my business, my dad and mom, we both came from humble beginnings. I know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no. We had to work for what we had.
Right,
and
right.
things- That was just normal when we were kids. You know?
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was that way.
Right.
Everybody we hung around with anyway. So I came from a family of 11 kids. I'm gonna give you my story now. And my dad, one year, I remember I had to look it up because I had to know this because I was applying for a grant at college. He made $11,000 that year while we had 11 kids. We were poor, but we didn't know it. I was the first one to go on to college and finish college.
Sure.
You know, but what I wanted to say is that I used to think when I started my business, my dad and my mom were both only had finished 9th grade in high school, or in school.
Right.
And I wish I would have had somebody I could go to for advice.
Yeah.
And I think now it was the best thing I did. You know, my mom and dad gave me a lot of love, and support.
Right.
But you know, I had to figure things out, and I think it made me a better businessman.
Sure.
You know, I figured out things.
Right.
So
I remember as a kid there was a song. I don't know where it was. It was on the phonograph. You know, he had a phonograph, those big records.
oh my god,
Yeah.
people are gonna think you're 100
And
years
this song,
old.
this song it was a kind of a fun song. And, oh, the world owes me a living, a deedle-lum. You know, but my parents were like just the opposite. The world
Sure.
owes you nothing. You get out there and
Right.
you know, if you want to get a car, you're not getting it from us.
Yeah. Not only did I not get an allowance, any money I brought in,
Right.
half of it had to go towards my clothes.
Oh,
The
really?
other half I could spend on what I wanted to.
Yeah, we didn't know what
So-
allowance. We knew the neighbors got allowance, but we didn't. But we didn't have to buy our clothes. We had to. Our money was for.
Well, I definitely got
Others.
hand-me-downs too when I didn't.
Oh yeah, that was a good deal actually.
Yeah.
I thought I couldn't wait till the pants my brother was wearing because I thought they were
Yeah.
nice.
I
You
re-
know.
when my brother and I were the same size for a while. Oh my God! Then there was a battle. I was like,
yeah.
so. Number 7, realize there's no shortcuts. Even if it on the outside looks like it easy, it wasn't. Um, this kind of sounds a little bit like the other one we said. That everything worthwhile involves dedication and focus.
Mhm.
So I mean, again, I think it's worthwhile emphasizing twice is that anything that if you want to accomplish something, it's going to be hard work. I mean, despite what it looks like on the outside.
Right.
So,
But, again, if you're doing something you have a desire to do,
right.
you enjoy doing, you have a
Then it's
passion.
really not work.
Yeah, it's not work. It's just, part of the fun. And there's those days where you think, oh, I don't feel like doing this, but that's just life and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. Come over here. We'll walk into this and we'll wake you up here. So, sorry if you're listening on the podcast, I was slapping. So, number 8, be generous. It doesn't have to be money, but you can give time and expertise
Sure.
to those people that need it. I realized I had some instructors as I got older who were so generous with their time and knowledge.
Right.
I remember them so fondly for that reason. I mean,
Well, especially I remember through school, and then you'd have to get a recommendation or a written letter, a reference, a letter of reference.
right.
And then, it's like now, and we've had people do that the other way around.
Lots,
And
yeah.
that's time consuming.
It is time
If you want to do a
consuming.
good job to write a reference letter to someone, you just don't scribble it out. And I didn't realize how much they actually gave of their time,
Right.
for me when they didn't have to.
Right.
So-
I helped hopefully a couple people get into physical therapy school, and I had to edit their paper that they have to submit. I'm
Yeah.
like, that is a lot of work. I
Right.
mean, it was a lot of work.
Well, because
so-
we're not English majors.
No, we're definitely not English majors. So,
it's a little more. effort.
Brad and I try to do as much as we can. We do the videos and stuff, and we used to answer every comment. I guess this is a good time to say right now, we just don't have time. We get several hundred comments a day,
Yeah.
and we feel bad. I used to like when we could respond to everybody,
Right.
and now we seriously couldn't do videos if we responded.
But we read them. We do the best we can to
Yeah.
get some feedback, so we know what's going on out there the best we can.
We hear you. We hear you out there. We
Right.
just may not be able to respond to you. Number 9, forgive people. We're all flawed.
Yes.
Especially me. And
I
probably a
think
little bit
I'm
you.
more than you.
Okay, I'll agree. No, it just when you carry anger towards others, it just eats you up. It affects you. It's not affecting the person you're angry at.
No.
Remember Zig Ziglar? He had that story.
Which
he
one?
said, he said he was driving along and someone cut him off.
Oh.
And he goes to the office. He's so upset the whole time he's driving. He gets to the office and he's so upset. This sucker, he cut me off. I can't believe he cut me off. And then he goes, meanwhile, the guy who cut me off is driving merrily along, never thought about it again, So I just ate myself up.
Sure.
It affected me. So it serves no purpose. Forgive
Right,
people.
Right. Just
Yeah.
move on.
And number 10 kind of fits with that. I think in the current environment where we have a lot of diverse anger.
Yeah. Conflict. sometimes,
Yeah. Let's be
misunderstanding.
kind.
Yeah.
We're just all trying to get through life. When I run into someone I haven't seen in a long time, like let's say 5, 10, 15 years,
You walk the other way?
no, the first thing I do, they walk the other way. The first thing I do is what is my general feeling about that person? And if they were
Sure.
a nice person, that's the first thing I remember.
Right.
That person's a really nice person, and
yep.
you want to talk to him.
Right.
And
right.
if your feeling is the other way, that person, he was never that nice, then yeah, I might spin around and head the other way.
Well, there's occasional things you might want to avoid, but typically, yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest problem is a lot of times I can't remember their name.
Yeah, I know. That's me too.
That memory thing, but we'll work on that.
Names have never been my strength, so it's going to get worse as I get older. So
Yeah, that's a nice thing about videos. We don't have to remember our viewers' names because we don't know their names,
yeah,
but we still love them.
yeah, we love you all.
Yeah.
So those are the 10 things. Hopefully you can become a happy person. We're certainly trying to work on it. So
There you go. Thank you, Bob, and enjoy the weekend or the next day at least.
thanks for watching.